Right. So very good evening, Lamai. Quickly give me a feedback. Can you all hear me properly? Can you all hear me properly? Okay, right? Right. So today we are going to start the lesson called investment, right? Technically that we are going to finish off our syllabus with today, right? So today is a part of our theory class, right? So today we are finishing our grade 11, the last chapter. With that, we are coming to an end in our syllabus. Am I clear? So today is the last day that we are learning the theory, which is the unit number 8. So we have completed from grade 10 chapter number 1 from last year, and today we are finishing off the entire syllabus, grade 11 chapter number 8, right? So from grade 11 chapter number 1 we started from this January, and today we are finishing off the grade 10 chapter number grade 11 chapter number 8. That means you are finishing off the syllabus. Am I clear? So a lot of students who are there from the very beginning, we finished our grade 11 chapter number 1 to grade 11 chapter number 8 today with this session. Am I clear? So the last chapter that I wanted to give it as a free seminar, and also today I'll be explaining about what we are going to do next for our next 5 months, right? For the next 5 months. So this is August, September, October, November, December, January. You have only 5 months for your O-levels. And then in the month of February that you are having your O-levels. Therefore, for the next 5 months, what are we going to do? I'll be taking first 10 minutes and I'll be going through that. So people who are there on YouTube also, if you all can hear, just give me a feedback. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Right. So they can give me a feedback. All right. So today we are finishing the theory, and then from next week we are starting our plan called 2025 O level, 2025 O level, 2025 O level final mission, unit wise papers for commerce, right? Business and accounting studies. So in this program, we are planning to cover grade 10 and grade 11 syllabus unit wise. So that means grade 10 chapter number 1 up until the last chapter, grade 11 chapter number 1 up until the last chapter, we are going to cover through the unit wise papers. We are going to cover through the unit wise papers. For each and every unit, there will be one different paper. Am I clear? One separate paper. From grade 11 also, for each and every unit, there will be one separate paper. Through the papers, we are going to do a revision. Did you understand? So at the end of this program, even though that you are really weak in the theory, even though that you did not go for any classes in the beginning, from the very beginning, you will be able to catch up. Am I clear? The commerce full theory. Because when it comes to the commerce paper, most of the students get less marks for the accounting area. Did you all understand? So in order to avoid that, in order to give a support for the accounting paper and also for your business studies, we have designed this program in order to cover the entire syllabus, and within the 5 months, right? Within the 5 months, in order to take you for an A pass. In order to take you for an A pass. Did you all understand? So that is the plan which we did for 2023 O level, 24 O level, and most of you all got not only A LMI. In this class, the specialty is, right? Most of them got 9A as well. Did you all understand? All right. So we are going to do this program starting from August 25th. Starting from August 25th. So those who want to join for this program, what they can do is they can drop me a WhatsApp message to know 77 48 46 119, and that you all have my number. That you all can drop me a WhatsApp message, right? All the chapters, grade 10 full syllabus, grade 11 full syllabus, including business studies, accounting, that we are going to cover through this program. Am I clear? So you all can join this from August 25th, right? You all can pay for September and join from this August 25th. You all can drop a WhatsApp message to this number 48 46 119, right? From 25th itself, we are going to start our plan and then make sure by the end of January that we are covered with the complete syllabus. Did you all understand? So that's our plan. If you all want to join, that you all can join the class from August 25th. I'll be giving the further details in your WhatsApp channels and in your WhatsApp groups. Right. So without any further delay, we will move into the today's lesson, which is investment. So in order to be for the today's lesson, that you all need to have some foolscap papers or half sheet, and then I hope that you all have got the printout of the tute as well. Did you all understand? So we shared a tute with the link, so you all can download the tute, right? So in my YouTube channel also that I have put the link, then in my channels also the link is there that you all can download the tute, right? That you all can download the tute, not the book, separately that I have given you the tute. Right. Now we will understand the lesson investment, right? What do you mean by investment? Right? What do you mean by investment? What is the meaning of the word investment? Right? Yeah, and people who are coming for my theory classes, they can write in your theory book, in the theory book itself, right? Because we have done the lessons, right? Therefore, you write down it in your theory book. I mean, for the new students, they can write down it on a foolscap or A4 papers. Right? So today we are going to start the lesson investments. Right? What do you mean by investments? For example, take your father as an example, right? For example, right? This is your father. Okay, this is your father. He earns, his monthly earning will say, his monthly income, your father's monthly income, for example, will say 150,000 rupees, 150,000. Now, out of this 150,000, normally, right, in any households, there is an amount allocated for the consumption, right? For the foods, for your education. So all of those things, we can commonly call it as consumption. So from your father's monthly income, if you subtract the consumption, for example, we'll say the consumption is 100,000, then you will get something called savings. You will get something called savings. From your father's monthly income, the amount remains with him after the consumption. The amount he does not consume is the one savings, which is rupees 50,000. Your father earned 150. Out of that 100,000 only that he spent for his consumption, 50,000 is the savings. Now, Lamai, this 50,000, he can use this in order to get developed. Rather than keeping this 50,000 in his bank account, right? Rather than keeping this 50,000 inside the locker, he can do something else. Not this 50,000. He can save a lot of money every month and he will be able to do something. That something is what you call as investment. He can put this money and earn extra. He can allocate this money and earn extra. He can use this money and earn extra. That is what you call as investment. We will learn there are a lot of type of investments. For example, he can invest this into something called fixed deposit. In grade 11 unit number 1, we discussed. What is fixed deposit? He can open a fixed deposit account in a bank. Every month he will be getting interest. For Muslims, it is not good. But anyways, normally when we are learning, we learn about this investment. Sometimes he can save a lot of money and purchase some properties. So when he purchases the properties, what happens? He can give those properties on rent. Example, if you have a house, you can give that house on the rent. So likewise, you can allocate your money meaningfully. For example, number 3, he can go to the Colombo stock market. We will learn about that, where the company shares are being sold. and he can purchase company shares where monthly, yearly they will pay dividend, they will pay the profit. So had a small connection issue. Now I hope that you all can hear me properly, right? Okay. Right. So if you all can hear me properly, give me a feedback. Can you all hear me properly? Had a technical issue, am I? Sorry about that. All right. So can you all hear me? All right. So we were speaking about this investment part. So as I told you, rather than keeping the savings as it is, right? If we keep the savings without any use, Lamai, right? He won't be getting any benefits in return. But if he invest into these things, we learn what are the ways he can earn out of it. So people who understood this, quickly raise your hands. People who understood this, quickly raise your hands. Very good. Now, take out your writing book or that paper and write down this. Write down this and put down. Now we'll write down the definition in your tute. What is investment? In the tute, write down this definition. Write down this definition in your tute. So I have given investment and I have given some blanks. So to write down write down the definition. So there in the definition, write down. Investment means any individual investing a certain amount from the income. He has to invest from the income as savings in an effective method. That means in a useful method. In an effective method with an expectation of earning economic return. Economic returns means what? As I told you, to earn something out of it. So when you put the money into a company, from that you can earn some money. Did you all understand? Right? Right. Now let me write down this. So after consuming, you can use that money, you can use that savings amount for that investment. That is what you call as investment. So write down this. Hurry. Now you are going to invest your money. Now you are going to invest your money somewhere. What are the things that you need to consider? What are the factors that you need to consider? Number one, you have to check your aim. What is your aim? In order to earn how much? First, you have to check whether, right, the investment is okay with your target. Aim means what? Like the objective, like the target, right? So the money that you are going to invest, will it give you the target return? Will it give you your aim, right? Will it give you the target return, target objective? So that is the factor number one that you should consider. Number two, you should consider the risk. Sometimes, when you put the money into companies, right? When you invest money to the company share, if the company loss, you will not get a dividend. You will not get a profit. So there is a risk. Did you understand? So when you are investing your money, you should understand, right? In this investment method, there is a risk associated with that. You need to understand the risk. Did you all understand? Number two. Number three, return of the investment. Return means how much you are going to earn. So what are the three factors? ARR, right? We can shortly analyze this as ARR, aim of the investment, risk of the investment, return of the investment. Aim of the investment, risk of the investment, return of the investment, ARR. Hurry. Now we are going to understand what are the different types of investment methods that you are having. Number one, depositing money in a savings account, right? We will learn that. Opening a fixed deposit. Purchasing property. Property means building, houses, land, or anything. Investing in the share. Investing in the treasury bill. Or you can start your own small business. Did you all understand? Hurry. Now the number one, return from different investments. Now you have some money and you are putting that to your savings account. So what is savings account? We have discussed that in the grade 11 unit number 1. You can open a bank account. So the normal bank accounts that we are having, that is what you call as savings account. Did you understand? Now your parents might have an account, right? For that account, you even have a debit card also. So that account is the savings account. Now, if you have a lot of money, you can put that to the savings account. What is the number one benefit that you are going to get, Lamai? Interest. Muslims don't get it. But when we learn it as a theory, you should understand for the savings account, we will be getting an interest. We will be getting an interest. Therefore, what is the number one benefit? Now, if you keep your money inside the cupboard, no one will come and pay you the interest. But if you can put that to the savings account, from the bank, they will pay an interest for you. Then what is the number one benefit, Lamai? Earning an interest. Earning an interest is the number one benefit that you are going to get. What is the number two benefit, Lamai? Now, when you put your money into the account, right, when you are small, sometimes your parent might have opened books to you, right, bank books to you. So sometimes when you go to take your money after some time, they give you gifts, umbrella, or else a diary, like books, or else they give a till to put the money. How many of you have seen those things in the bank? They give an umbrella with the bank's name, right? For example, if the account is Sisu Saria, this account, right? The bank's name, right? So they will put the bank name and give you sometimes diary. Some of the people have got it also. So if your father just keep that money, right, you will not get something like that. Rather than keeping that money, if you go and put that to the bank account, from the bank, you can even get gifts and lottery items like that. Therefore, ability to earn returns, such as gifts and lotteries, such as Gifts and lotteries. Right. So write down these two. Then we can go into the fixed deposit. Write down these two. People who are on YouTube as well, give me a feedback. Can you all hear me properly? And did you all understand up to here? Correct. Now, what do you mean by a fixed deposit? Fixed deposit already that we have discussed it in the grade 11 unit number 1, right? In grade 11 unit number 1, we have yes, Akila, those are considered, because if your spelling is wrong, they will think like still you are not okay with the spelling, right? So a person's knowledge level, they can understand, right, from the spelling. For example, for deposit, you are writing DOPSIT or something. Then the knowledge level they can understand the knowledge level. So that is not that good actually. If your spellings are like you have mistakes, make sure that you correct it just before your O levels, right? Especially that will affect to your first language. Definitely not for first language, for your literature, right? For the literature. Then the number 2. What is the number 2? Fixed deposit. What do you mean by fixed deposit? So after the consumption, what's left is known as savings. Yes, Zara. Now, what do you mean by fixed deposit? You have some money and you put that money into the bank account for a time period. For example, we'll say you are opening the account on 18th August, right? And your time period, there's a time period where you can take the money, your end date, your maturity. So that is like December 18th. So before that, you can't take the money, but if you want to get the money, there's a procedure that you have to go through. For a fixed deposit, in the grade 11 unit number 1, we discussed, for a fixed deposit, more than a savings deposit, they pay a higher interest rate, right? If a saving interest rate is 15%, for a fixed deposit, they will give like 25%. So fixed deposit is the ideal way, right? That is the most famous method to earn the interest from the bank more than the savings account, because savings account, you usually take it, right? You usually withdraw the money, but in a fixed deposit, it's not like that. Did you all understand? Now the number 1, that is what Zara, I told you. Now there is savings. You earn 150, 100,000 consumption. Now you have savings of 50. If in case there's an emergency, you can't use that for investment. From savings, if nothing happens, then you can use it for your investment. That is the meaning, right? That is the meaning of the investment in the first example that I took, right? In your whiteboard. Right? Therefore, number 1, write down earning a relatively higher interest rate. Earning a relatively higher interest rate. Earning a relatively higher interest rate than savings account. So more than a savings account, in a fixed deposit, the interest rate is higher. What is the number 2? It is safe as well, because you are investing your money in the bank, right? Therefore, a safe investment method. A safe investment method. Number 3, normally when it comes to fixed deposit, people put that money for a time period. Okay, Zara. But if there is an emergency, like suddenly there is an operation or something, you can negotiate with the bank and get the money. There's no problem. That is why I'll write down the third one. The third one is ability to withdraw the money. Ability to withdraw, take the money, withdraw money at maturity. That means at the end of the day, at the end date, or can withdraw if required, right? Or can withdraw if required. If there is any emergency situation, you can negotiate with the bank and you can withdraw the terms and conditions. Number 4, there is something called collateral, right? For example, usually when you want to go to bank and get a loan, you have to keep your house deed and get a loan. That is what you call as collateral for a safety. Did you all understand? For example, we'll say that I'm asking 100 rupees from you. Right now, you don't trust me. Then I give you my watch and say, keep this watch and give me the 100. When I pay back the 100 to you, then you can return the watch to me like a security, like a collateral. Now, when it comes to fixed deposit, you can keep this fixed deposit certificate. Now, when you put a fixed deposit, they will give a certificate. You can take that certificate and get a loan. Therefore, number 4 is ability to obtain a loan by using the FD certificate as a collateral, as a security, as a collateral. So write down this. Right, collateral. Appa. All right. Yes, for collateral, we can give a name called Appa. Right? Appatatiyan. Right? If you want to get a loan, you have to keep something as a collateral, as a security. Did you understand? All right. Now write down these 4. And people who understood savings and fixed deposit, quickly raise your hands. People who understood savings and fixed deposit, quickly raise your hands. Did you all understand these 2? Nice. No any doubt? All right. Excellent. So write down these 2 and put down. Then we can move into purchase property. Purchasing property is not that difficult. Right. Now, what do you mean by purchasing properties? Purchasing properties means, now we'll say that you are having a lot of money, then you can buy houses, right? You can buy buildings. For example, what are the benefits? Now you have a house to live, but you are purchasing another house. Then what's the benefit, Lamai? From that, what's the benefit? You can give that house on rent and earn money. You can give that house on lease and earn money. Sometimes if you need some money from a bank, you can mortgage. Mortgage means keep it as a security and get the money. We'll say no. Now you have a very big need. For example, now a father wants money to send his son abroad to study. But he has a house of 20 million. He can sell that house and get the money. So in an emergency also, that will be used in the future. Did you understand, Lama? Therefore, having the properties is really good. It's a very good method of investment. Did you understand? Even in the future, if you have money, the best option is purchasing properties. because it's a passive income. You don't have to do anything. If you have like 5 houses, per house will say the rent is 100,000, right? 100,000 into 5, 500,000. Every month you will get without doing anything. Extra, you do another job, you earn, will say another 500,000, 1 million monthly, right? That is how people become rich. People become rich by not working, Namai. By doing a job, they don't become rich. When you earn money, right? When you do a job and when you earn money, you have to save that money and put it to investment, right? And then only that you become rich. Why Elon Musk is considered to be one of the most successful person in the world, the richest person? Because of, so can I know the relation between savings and investment? Ammar, you can use the savings to investment. That is what I previously told, right? Savings, you can use that to investment. Your father is giving you 150 rupees. You are having some food for 100 rupees. Remaining 50, you can do investment. That savings, you can put that to investment. Am I clear, Amma? All right. Now, Lama, you can purchase the properties and then you can earn money out of it. Did you all understand? By giving it on rent, by giving it on lease, and many other methods. Many other methods. Hurry. Now we'll write down purchasing properties. Over here, what are the benefits? Ability to utilize, right? Ability to utilize. Number one is being the owner of the property. You are like the owner. You are like the boss of that property. Did you all understand? Yes, I'll be giving a break. Being the owner of the property. Being the owner of the property. Right? Then the number two, can earn an income by renting, leasing, or mortgaging property. Mortgaging property, right? Renting means, leasing means, both are like giving on rent only. So you don't understand. When you go for A levels and everything, you will learn the difference between these things. All right. And then Lamai, mortgaging means, now if you need some money quickly, like you go, have you seen some people use their jewelry, right? And they get the money in the bank, something like that. All right. Number three, Lamai, right? Ability to sell the property. Ability to sell the property and get cash if required. If required, you can sell the property and get cash if required. Hurry. Number four, Lamai, you can use that property. For example, you have a house, you can keep that house deed and, right? Deed means what? Oppu. connection issue from our side, Lamai, because today that I gave the meeting even for a Zoom, YouTube live, right? So that is the reason why then and there are connection issues. Really sorry about that. And people who had any problems, like because of this connection issue, they had to leave. So such people can even watch the recording. Really sorry. And others, can you all hear me at least now? Can you all hear me at least now, Lamai? Really sorry about the today's situation. Can you all hear me at least now? Right? I didn't expect something like this. Right. So can you all hear me now? You all can hear me now, right? Really sorry, Lamai. Yeah. Now, am I lagging now? No, right? All right. Then we were speaking about the fifth point. So write down the fifth point. It's like this. So you'll say in 2015, you bought a house for 10 million. You bought a house for 10 million. And in 2025, definitely the price will increase. Right? Today, everything, when you look at everything, Lamai, the price is increasing. Therefore, in 2015, if you purchase a house for 10 million, so in 2025, it will be like 17 million. Then you will be earning a profit kind of a thing. You will be earning a profit of 7 million. So that profit is what you call as capital gain. Today you are purchasing a market price house for 10 million. In 2015 the price is 10 million, but definitely the house price will increase in 2025, right? If it becomes, we'll say 17 million, then that gap 7 million, it is a profit for you. So you can buy a house today, right? And you can sell it in another 5 years. You can purchase a vehicle today, even though there is a depreciation, still the price is high. For example, people who bought Alto back in 2010, today the value is 3 million. Earlier, when they were purchasing, it was only 1 million, sometimes 700,000. Today, the price is high, irrespective of the depreciation. Therefore, can earn capital gain. For that increased profit, what we call capital gain. Can earn capital gain by selling at a higher price. Selling at a higher price than purchase price. Did you understand? You are purchasing a house for 10 million today. In another 10 years, sometimes you can even sell it for 20 million. So that profit, what we call, it is capital gain. Did you work hard to earn that 10 million in another 10 years? No. Just you purchased the property back in those days, and today you are selling it for a very high amount. Because of that, you are earning a profit. That profit is what you call as capital gain. So what is capital gain, Lamai? You are selling the property at a higher price than the purchase price. That is capital gain. So tell me, did you all understand the capital gain? That is most important area. Did you all understand the capital gain? Is that clear for you all? Clear. Very good. Now write down this note in your tute. Okay. People who did not get a printout, then they will have to write it somewhere and later copy it down to the tute. And people who are there in my theory class already, they can write down it in your writing book. All right. Right. So write down this and put down. So this is not a very lengthy lesson. All right. This is not a very lengthy lesson. So write down this. So Right. Now the next one is investing in the shares. Right. So the next one is in FD certificate means, yes, Umar. FD certificate mean now when you put a FD, they will give you a certificate. Like when you put your money into the bank, they will give you a bank book, something like that. Hurry. So investing in share. What do you mean by share? Have you heard like people say we bought some share of a company? Now if you take Dialogue company, lot of people invest money there. Did you all understand? For example, we'll say in your school for a project, you need 10,000. Then what you make? You make some tickets, 100 rupee tickets. Then you sell it for the people. 100 rupee into, when you sell around 100 tickets, automatically you will get this capital amount 10,000. Something like that. Company is dividing its capital into small tickets. That is share. People can go and invest money into those shares. Did you all understand? Now, when you invest money into the share, every year you will get some profit. That profit you are getting from the company, we don't call it as profit. The profit you are earning from a company, we call it as dividends. Did you understand? When you put your money into a company, when you invest into shares, from the company they are giving you the profit. From the company they are paying you the profit. That profit is what you call as dividend. Therefore, what is the number one, right? Number one benefit that you are getting from receiving dividends. Receiving dividends. And when you are a company shareholder, you can go for their meetings. If there is an important meeting to select a company director, you can even vote, right? You can go for the meeting and you are like a top businessman only. You have to invest some money, right? Therefore, receiving dividends is one of the things. Now we'll say in the month of August, you purchase the share for 30 rupees. And in another, share market only, right? In another, now today you purchase for 30 rupee. In another 2 months, you are selling for 50 rupee. Tell me what is that profit? How much of profit? Today I am purchasing for 30. In another 20, in another 1 month, I am selling it for 50 rupees. So how much is the profit? How much is the profit? 30, 50. How much is the profit? 20 rupees is the profit. That 20 rupee, we call it as what? We call it as capital gain. Therefore, earn capital gain. Earn a capital gain. And a capital gain by selling at a higher price. By selling at a higher price than purchase price. Than purchase price. Than the purchase price, you are selling at a higher price. That is capital gain. What is the name we are giving for that? That is capital gain. Second one. Then the third one is Lamai, you can use the company share. Now, when you purchase company share, they will give you a certificate, right? For example, Ikram is a shareholder of Dialogue company. They will give you a certificate. You can use that certificate and get a loan. Present, right? Present, right? As a collateral. Present as a collateral when obtaining loans. Now, when you are an ordinary shareholder, they will give you a certificate. You can use that when obtaining loans. When obtaining loans, because banks will definitely give loans. Why? Because you have invested money in the companies also. So they don't have to doubt you. They have a trust on you, right? And also, you can use your vote, right? Using your voting power. Collateral means like a security. When you are taking a loan, Umar, right, you have to keep your house deed and get a loan, something like that. Therefore, number 4 is voting power to appoint a director. When you are appointing a director in a company, they will call you. You can use your voting power. Voting power to appoint a director. Voting power to appoint a director, number 4. Right. Then the number 5 is Lamai, selling and obtaining cash. If you need cash, you can sell and obtain cash. Obtain cash through shares. You can sell the shares and obtain the cash. Did you understand? Okay. And then 6th one is you can even go and talk in the general meeting. You can speak your ideas. Therefore, contribute to the management process of the company. Contribute, right? Contribute to the management. Sometimes you can be appointed as the director, but for that your educational level should be there. Contribute to the management by being appointed as a director. Director means what? The main person who takes decision in a company. For a director, they are paying a very big salary and all, right? Appointed as a director. Appointed as a director. Did you all understand? So when you are investing your money, right, you can earn dividends. Okay, Hari. Now, first write down this. Then I will teach you where you can buy this share. Are you going to Dialog company and purchasing? No. In Sri Lanka, there is a particular place where you can go and buy share of any company. Dialog, right? Etisalat, Mobitel, it is not there also, right? Any company you can go and purchase. There is a place in Colombo. We call it as Colombo Stock Exchange. First write down this, then I'll teach you the next one. Okay? Then I'll teach you the next one. Mostly this is for part 1, right? For part 2, not that much. Right? This is not a very lengthy lesson, only a very small part that we have to discuss. So first write down this. First write down this and put done. Then we will take 5 minutes to pray and then we will continue from the Colombo Stock Exchange. So first write down this and put done. Dividend means the profit they are paying you. Capital gain means when you sell at a higher price. When you sell your share at a higher price than the price you purchase, that is capital gain. Am I clear, Haira? Dividend means the profit that they are paying you out of the company's total profit. So if you are still writing, get a screenshot. If you are still writing, get a screenshot. Right. Then we will learn about the share market. Before that, I'll give you like 7 minutes. Before 7:15 p.m., quickly go pray and come. Then we can continue from the share market. Okay. Share market and treasury bill are interesting area. First you go and pray and come, right? Muslim students, others can be in the meeting. Right? Right. All right. All right. Now, I hope that you all are back. Quickly give me a feedback. Are you all here? Are you all here? All right. All right. Okay. So now we are going to start the share market. Okay. Now I told you, you can purchase the shares of the company. So the place where the shares of the company is being sold, the place where you can go and purchase the company share is what we call as share market. It's a market where the shares are being sold. Did you understand? So as an investor, you can go and purchase the share, company share from this share market. That is what you call a share market, right? So like a market, it's a place where the investors are getting involved and purchasing the shares of the company. Did you understand? When issuing shares of the company, the share market is the market created for investor. Now in Colombo, there is share market. If you want to invest money, you can go to the Colombo share market and you can purchase the share. Accordingly, when purchase shares from a company, such transactions are conducted through Colombo Stock Exchange. For the share market, what is another similar name? We can call the share market as Colombo Stock Exchange. And also we can call this share market as Colombo share market because it is situated in Colombo. All these three names that you can use: share market, Colombo Stock Exchange, Colombo share market. These are the three names that you can use for the share market. But there has to be someone regulating this, monitoring this, looking after whether the transactions are happening properly, whether the transactions are done properly. There has to be a person to look after this. There has to be a person to monitor this. There has to be like a monitor. Who is the monitor of that share market? Who is looking after the transaction of Colombo Stock Exchange? In Sri Lanka, there is a government organization called Securities and Exchange Commission. This is the governmental body. This is a commission established in order to keep an eye on the share market, in order to look after the share market, in order to check whether the transactions are happening properly, whether the companies are cheating the investors, in order to check the quality of the share market transaction. There is a governmental body. For that governmental body, what is the name we are giving? For that governmental body, we can call it as Securities and Exchange Commission. This commission was established through a law in the parliament. Through a special law in the parliament only, this Securities and Exchange Commission was established. What is the objective? Underline that also. What is the objective of this Securities and Exchange Commission? Protect the investors by maintaining in a fair manner. To protect the investors, in order to avoid the investors are getting cheated. Did you all understand? In order to regulate the share market transactions only, in Sri Lanka, there is a governmental body called Securities and Exchange Commission. All right. Now tell me, did you all understand this? Is this clear for you all? For mostly this lesson is being tested for an MCQ. Did you all understand this? Yes, in our unit-wise paper class, we are fully covering the accounting also. Main target is accounting. Because that is the place where a lot of people go wrong. Tell me, Lamai, did you all understand this? Is this clear for you all? Is this clear for you all? All right, very good. Now write down these names. Then we are going to start purchase of treasury bills. Now people who are watching on YouTube also give me a feedback. Okay. Now we are going to move into the most important part, which is purchasing of the treasury bill. Right now, we will understand the last part of this lesson, purchasing of the treasury bills. What do you mean by treasury bills? Story is very simple. Now, the Sri Lankan government, right? Sri Lankan government needs money, right? Our central bank needs some money. This is the central bank of Sri Lanka, the government bank. This central bank needs some money, right? Financial need of the government. Now, when the central bank need money, they are issuing a document kind of a thing. We can call this as treasury bills. Government is releasing a document called treasury bills to a organization, right? To the parties called primary dealers. Now, these primary dealers have the treasury bills because central bank at the very first instance, they are giving these treasury bills to the primary dealers. Most of the time, sometimes these primary dealers are banks, commercial banks. Did you understand? So, if you are an investor, if you have money, you can give your money. You can give your money. This is cash. You can give your money to them. You can give the cash to the primary dealers and get these treasury bills from them. Get these treasury bills from them. These treasury bills are sometimes for like 3 months, for 6 months. Government will pay a interest also at the end of this date, right? Ability to receive a very good interest. Ability to receive an interest. That is why you are investing money in the treasury bills. So treasury bills is a way of giving a loan to the government through the primary dealers. So these primary dealers are in the center. They are like the brokers. They are the ones who are connecting you and the central bank. Did you all understand, Lama? Now the story once again, central bank is issuing treasury bills because they need some financial needs for their financial needs, for their monetary needs. They are issuing the treasury bills to the primary dealers. Then, if you are an investor, you can go to the primary dealer and give the money and get the treasury bill. For this treasury bill, this is a very good kind of a certificate. You will be able to receive an interest. Very simple. Tell me, did you all understand this? Treasury bill is a document issued by the government to obtain a short-term loan for them, right? Tell me, did you all understand? Treasury bill is like an instrument. You will learn in detail if you do A-level business studies. Did you all understand? Simple. Don't make it complex. Some students are there, they don't understand the lesson because they feel something as complex. They feel like, right? Didn't sir teach anything, right? Is there anything behind this? No? Treasury bill is something released by the central bank. It's like a document, papers, where you are paying money and getting that. For that, they will pay you an interest. That is what you call as treasury bills. We can even call it as T-bill. Everyone raise your hands. Did you all understand this? Did you all understand this? Is this clear for you all? Perfect. If you want, you all can watch the recording also. Very good. Nice. Now take out your paper or the writing book and write down treasury bills and draw this entire thing. And put down. And this is highly secured. Very safety. Why? Because you are dealing with the government. No? Since you are dealing with the government, the risk is really less. Right? The money is safe. Because you are giving that to the government only. So write down this. In your writing book, Umar, right? Is there anyone who is not there in our WhatsApp channel? Is there anyone who is not there in my WhatsApp channel? Everyone are there, no? Okay, now yes, treasury bills are like for 3 months, 6 months, which a maturity date. There's a date. Okay, at the end, you will get your money and also interest. For example, we'll say you purchase treasury bill for 10,000. You will get 10,000 plus interest. That is what you call as treasury bill. Right? So here, Lamai, most of the things are associated with the interest. That's the problem. Am I clear? So when you look at Muslims, they don't invest in these methods. What they do is mainly they invest when it comes to properties. They purchase, give on rent. Right? That is the only way I think the Muslims can invest these things. There's a problem. But company, okay. Company shares, you can invest and get a dividend because you are investing your money. Right. Now, what are the benefits? Write down number one. Ability to receive an interest. Ability to receive an interest. Ability to receive an interest. Receive an interest. What is the number two? Number two is sometimes you can sell that to another person. Am I clear? Now you have bought the treasury bill, you can sell it to me also. Ability to convert it to cash at any time. Ability to convert it to cash anytime. Anytime you can sell and convert to cash. Right? So do we receive the interest at once we purchase the treasury bill? No, at the end, Sadia. Right? You purchase it after 3 months at the maturity, you will get the interest. Did you understand, Sadi? That is the normal procedure. All right, good. Then money is safe. Full guarantee is there from the government. They will pay the interest back with the money. Am I clear? A full guarantee from the government is given that the invested money will be paid back, right? So rather than all other investment methods, this is very safety because you are dealing with the government. So write down this and put down. Yes, fixed rate is there. Write down that also at a fixed rate. That means 10% means definitely they will pay you 10% interest. Therefore, you are very sure about that. Some treasury bills are there for 1 year also. Did you understand? So here we have already discussed these things. Central bank first issue treasury bills to the primary dealers, and investor will be able to purchase treasury bills from these primary dealers. Sometimes these primary dealers are banks. Write down this. So shall we do these questions finally? Investors buying what? What you have to buy? Ordinary shares. Receive the ownership of the company. How a company get the money? By issuing shares. By selling the properties at a higher price than the purchase price, what you can get? You can get capital gain. Right? Colombo share market transactions are conducted via what? I told you, right? Securities and Exchange Commission. Securities and Exchange Commission. Securities and Exchange Commission. Treasury bills are issued by whom? Go to the note. It is issued by the government, by the Central Bank of Sri Lanka on behalf of the government. Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Right. Mr. Kamal Kumara received 1 million from his Provident Fund. Provident Fund means EPF, ETF. When the people retire, they will get the money. He has planned to travel Dambadiva next year. Right now, out from his money, he has planned to go to Dambadiva, right? Yes, Umar, from next week, we are starting unit-wise papers. I'll inform that in the group. Okay. He has planned to travel Dambadiva next year only. Until then, right? Better if he can earn something from his money, you know. Now he's planning to invest in a short term, like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. Full guarantee from the government. So if he is to get full guarantee from the government, out of the investment methods we learn, which is the best one? Is it treasury bill or share market or the properties or fixed deposit or putting to a savings account related to government? What is the best way? What he can do? Investing it to the, give me the answer. Investing it to the, if he is to get the guarantee from the government, very good, Akila. If he is to get the investment from the guarantee from the government, what is the best way? The best method he can do is investing in the treasury bills. Investing in treasury bills. Did you all understand? What are the two factors to select? One is the risk is low. Money is safe. Number two, high return from the investment. Those are the two factors. We learned there are three factors: aim, risk, high return from investment. Now tell me, did you all understand? Raise your hands. Did you all understand this question? This is how you read the question. You underline important point. What is the important point here? The highlighting point here. Government is the highlighting point. From the you got the answer. Right? Fill in the blanks. Write down all these answers. Right. Then, Lamai, we are done with this unit number 8 theory. As I told you, not a very difficult chapter. All right. We are done with the unit number 8 theory, investments. Here you have to understand only savings, fixed deposit. Already we discussed that in unit number 1, purchasing property, treasury bill and shares. Did you all understand? Not a very difficult lesson. So from next week, as I told you at the very beginning, we are starting our unit-wise papers from grade 10, chapter number 1, up until grade 11, last chapter. I'll give all the details in the WhatsApp channel. Did you all understand? Correct. Then with this, we can wind up. If you want that, you can watch the recording. I'll be keeping the recording on YouTube itself. If anyone of you won't had any connection issue, today even I had connection issues, they can watch it. And people who want to join from the next week, they can drop me a message and get the details, right? Then with this, you are going to wind up the session. Tute, you can download it from our channel. Okay, I have given the Tute link, Google Drive link. Give me a feedback. Did you all understand the today's lesson? Investment, irrespective of our connection issues or anything, did you understand the today's lesson? Yes, understood very well. Mashallah, class was perfect. Hitler of Commerce, thank you very much. 100% clear, understood very well. Thank you very much. Class was fantastic. Law of History and yes, very good. Thank you so much. It was effective and helpful. Thank you so much. Most welcome. Right. Then with this, we'll wind up the today's session. Then thanks for joining. Okay, understood very well. Nice.